On a quiet autumn morning in 1998, the residents of Hawthorne Street woke to the sound of sirens. It was the kind of neighborhood where nothing happened, where mailboxes were neat, lawns were trimmed, and doors were rarely locked during the day. That morning changed everything. At number 16 lived Daniel Reeves, a 42-year-old accountant known for his routine lifestyle. He left for work at 7:45 every weekday. He jogged on Saturdays. He waved politely, but rarely lingered in conversation. To his neighbors, he was predictable, almost invisible. But on October 12th, Daniel didn't show up for work. At first, nobody thought much of it. People get sick, they oversleep, life interrupts schedules. But when calls to his phone went unanswered, and he missed an important financial audit, concern turned into alarm. By evening, a coworker contacted local authorities. Officers arrived at Daniel's house just after sunset. The porch light was on, the curtains were drawn, the front door was locked. Not unusual, but something felt off. There was no response to knocking, and Daniel's car sat unmoved in the driveway. After obtaining entry, officers stepped inside. The house was quiet, too quiet. No signs of struggle, no overturned furniture, no broken glass. Everything looked frozen in time. A mug on the counter, a newspaper folded neatly, shoes placed beside the door. Then they reached the bedroom. Daniel Reeves was found inside. He was lying on the floor beside the bed. He had been dead for several hours. What puzzled investigators wasn't just the death, it was the circumstances. The room had been locked from the inside. No open windows, no alternate exits, no sign anyone else had been there. It was, by all appearances, a sealed environment. The case immediately drew attention. Locked room mysteries were rare in real investigations, and rarely as clean as fiction portrayed. The autopsy revealed Daniel had died from poisoning. There were traces of a fast-acting toxin in his system, not something commonly found in households, not accidental. This was homicide. But how could someone poison him and leave without unlocking the room? Investigators began reconstructing Daniel's final day. He had returned home at his usual time. Neighbors reported seeing him collect mail around 6 p.m. Security footage from a nearby shop showed him buying groceries alone. Inside the house, nothing suggested visitors. No extra fingerprints, no unfamiliar footprints, no disturbed items, until they examined the kitchen sink. There, among freshly washed dishes, sat a single glass. It contained microscopic residue matching the toxin. The assumption was simple. The poison had been delivered through a drink. But by whom? Daniel had no known enemies, no criminal record, no financial disputes. His life appeared uneventful until investigators uncovered something hidden in his office. A second ledger. Unlike his official accounting work, this private record tracked undeclared transactions. Large ones. Daniel had been secretly moving money, not stealing it, but redirecting it between shell accounts. Someone, it seemed, had trusted him with something illegal. Detectives shifted their focus to motive. Phone records showed a call the night before his death, unregistered number, duration, for minutes. The final call he ever received. Tracing the number lead nowhere. Prepaid, disposable, untraceable. Then came the breakthrough. A neighbor mentioned seeing a package delivered that afternoon. Investigators located packaging in Daniel's trash. Inside was a small bottle labeled as imported mineral water. Lab testing revealed the remaining liquid contained the toxin. The theory formed quickly. The bottle had been tampered with before delivery. Daniel drank from it, locked his bedroom door later that evening and succumbed to the poison alone, creating the illusion of an impossible crime. But the sender was never identified. No fingerprints, no usable DNA, no surveillance footage of the courier's face. The financial trail suggested organized wrongdoing. The phone call suggested warning or threat. The poisoned delivery suggested premeditation. Yet, despite years of investigation, no charges were filed. Today, the house on Hawthorne Street has new owners. The bedroom door has been replaced. The ledgers sit in evidence storage, and Daniel Reeves' death remains officially unsolved. A reminder that sometimes the most unsettling mysteries aren't impossible at all. They're simply planned that way.